Welcome back, everyone. We do down to game 2 here between optikzero and Sheth. We are on Steps of War. Sheth taking convincingly on game 1 on Zilnaga Caverns. I am unstable, joined by Sif for the FXopen tournament, and you've got a bit of a buzz in your background noise there, man. So if you can have a quick look at that while I go into the intros for these players. So Sheth has had a fairly rough time getting to these. Looks like we've got a little bit of a nice job being Dark Cell coming from Chef. Some nice, some good manners all round. But really, game 2, the steps. I can't. This is going to be very, very hard for Chef to be able to deal with optikzero on this map. I think because he does have great control of all his Stalkers, Phoenixes, all the units he's had, and it looks like the static noise has actually disappeared now. Sif, so hopefully that's good. Unless you hang up. But here we go. And we are going to have... I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to see a fast expand for ROOTsheth on this map, specifically because it is Steps of War. It is extremely hard to defend an aggressive Protoss on this map, as we did see as Kaposh did it to both Moonglade and Edge earlier in the tournament. Just completely shut them down on this map. Oh. It got to the point where as soon as Kaposh lost, I was like, you want Steps of War? Yeah. But, looks like... we do have the same opening as last game for Sheth. He's going to be safe. Doesn't want to risk any kind of shenanigans from optikzero at his natural expansion here. But as we see that's a weird spot to put your cybernetic score. I always assume, or just from what I've seen, is the cybernetic score goes right here to help block off this little choke here with the Zealot. I suppose that could still work. I'm not exactly sure. As we do see that spawning pool finish up for ROOTsheth. I'm not sure whether he's going to be extremely aggressive here, or he's going to be just a macro, just going to sit back and just defend anything that comes in. There's the second gateway. Okay, so then we're going to have a nice little wall off here. But hey. So, we back? Do we have a co-caster back?
Yes, no. It should be okay. Just having. Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Testing.
Yeah, I can hear.
Testing.
Yes, I can hear you. Oh my god. All right, I can.
Just experienced a few technical.
Yeah. Okay. So Sif has something going wrong with his Skype, but we do have the Chef sniping out that Scout Pro for him. But hey, so the second gateway going down, nicely done by optikzero. He's actually skipped the Zealot, going straight for the Stalker, which has kind of helped him get that second gateway up a little bit earlier, and also gaking out that Overlord, as Sheth does throw down that fast expansion.
And it looks like he will manage to sack that Overlord, but he actually doesn't. The Overlord manages to escape.
Away.
I think
How
he could have got an
did
extra
shot. 2 shots and he
was only.
Okay.
Yeah, precise. So we have now here, ROOTsheth has opted to get the reasonably early expansion. Can you hear me, Unstable? Like just want to double check that.
Yeah, you're lagging like hell. Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright,
you are okay, never mind.
Yeah, so optikzero does manage to snipe both of those Overlords there, but he does have some Speedlings coming up, might be wanting to try and get some kind of advantage here. He does. Oh my god, there's no Zealots at the front. These Stalkers are going to have a hard time killing out all these Zerglings, as they do take a longer time to kill instead of having a Zealot at the front there. As oh my god, this Stalker at the front does get us around as well. These Stalkers are eventually going to take these down, but oh no, the Lings get into the main here, as he is going to get us around on that final Stalker, as 2 more Stalkers pop out for optikzero. He has got them in an okay position. But oh my god, that is not good for optikzero, as he's got Lings in his probe line now, going to get as many probes as they can, getting quite a few kills, at least 3 or 4 kills, going to try and get as many as he can before he can get sniped out. So they're very unfortunate for optikzero, but he finally does clean up the Lings. If we have a look at the harvester count, it's 16 probes to 19 drones, and ROOTsheth now definitely has the advantage. He's got a spine crawler going down at the front, and he is going to have both hatcheries up and running. So, interesting, as we do have the third gateway down for optikzero. He's going to be pushing out with all these Stalkers. If he can have good control, he should be okay, but there is quite a lot of Zerglings here. We are going to have 33 supply for optikzero versus 39 for Sheth as that spine crawler does finish up. He's going to snipe another overlord that will put Sheth in red supply. It's going to come down. Can he get the surround? Nice surround! Oh my god, Sheth gets the surround on all those stalkers. They're going to drop really quickly versus these speedlings, and that is not looking good for optikzero right now. He's been completely walked all over in this matchup. And let's keep in mind, optikzero has been going for these games. This is really hard. Great sentry use. If he only put a couple of sentries in there, he'd be great. Not sure what's going on. He showed great form in the first couple, and he's just falling apart now. I'm not sure whether it's nerves playing such a high-profile name as ROOTsheth. But, oh no, this is not looking good. As he looks like he's going to go for an expansion. No. Just going to warp in. There's the sentries. But let's see how we go. So, nice force field, keeping those Zerglings out of the base, but oh no, loses that pylon. Nope, to get the cancel off in time for that pylon, which is really good. In the meantime, we haven't looked back here. Sheth, I think, is just taking opportunity. No, he's not actually droning that hard. He is throwing down a ro4 though to help deal with this amount of zealots that are obviously coming out now from optikzero to actually cancel out the mass lings here we've got from Sheth. But we are 29 drones to 23 probes. As it looks like optikzero is trying to get some kind of expansion going to get back in this eco war. There we go. I like the fact that Sheth is actually sending one ling at a time just to see what the army composition of optikzero is like. He is warping in a lot more zealot sentry heavy army, which is good for Sheth. Swapping into the more roaches will just count it. Swapping back and forth between the counters, mixing up their unit compositions really well, both these players. We are going to have 49 supply here for optikzero versus the 60th Sheth. Going to run straight into some spine crawlers, and that is not going to be looking good for him. Dice force fields now. He is going to get all those roaches out of that. Oh no, unluckily for him. There are lings coming in from the back, going to get a nice round on these stalkers and sentries, and unfortunately I think optikzero might be just phased out of this game so far, and he's just being forced to retreat. There is the GG, so that is going to be a 2-0 for Sheth, and Sheth will move on into the finals of the FXopen first tournament. Grats for him.